Hello, all you model building enthusiasts. It's been about a month and maybe a day or two, and this is my ninth update on my 1/16 scale Kenworth W900. In my last video, I said that I would make a video of the rolling chassis completed, and it has been completed. So I'll just come over here, and here it is. The rolling chassis is completed. Now there is a couple of things that haven't been done yet. I haven't put the drive shafts in yet, simply because of the fact that I don't want to damage them while I'm handling it, and the front wheels aren't glued in. Like I said, I wasn't going to glue them in, but I did want to leave them on the chassis so you can get an idea. And one of the things that I wanted to mention, and I don't know if I had mentioned this before, but I actually had found a video of a Kenworth W900. I think it was a 76 Aerodyne with a Cat 3608. It was for sale, and unfortunately, if I had seen this video sooner, I would have known that the power steering pump does go to the rear of the motor. Now, seeing as that I've already got this already completed, I don't want to correct what I have here, but just to let you all know that if you do build this kit, it does go to the rear of the motor. So, with that being said, here's the rest of the rolling chassis. I got my battery box covers on, and I said I wasn't going to do them until I was almost done, but I figured, what the heck, I don't think they're going to get damaged at this point. And the fenders are mounted. And I finally have my rear light plate on. Now the whole back lighting plate is all custom made, and I cut out the squares around the mud flap decals and applied those. All of these lights here you see are all buttons, except for the ones that are at the top at the middle. Those actually came out of a police car kit that I darkened up slightly with some clear red, stoplight red, or I'm sorry, turn signal red. And these buttons I found at Joann Fabrics. So it's, you know, what you've seen before, but it's completed. I put some marker lights on the front of the fenders. I'm thinking about maybe putting one or two more there. Seeing as that there's 4 turn signals on the back, I was thinking maybe it would be better to put 4 on each fender. And I finally got my intercooler tube to the motor bent and hooked up to the motor. So that's it pretty much for the rolling chassis. It's done. I'm a little excited about it, and I'm going to swing over to the other side here and show you that I've gotten the cab started. I just roughed out the doors and the back of the interior of the sleeper, and that I have over here. And here's my cab. Now I have a piece of sprue glued to the bottom of the cab for rigidity. This is something I learned watching cars being built, custom built. I think it was a good idea to make sure that, you know, this wasn't going to get bent or damaged somehow during the process of getting the doors cut out and installed. But this is all rough right now. Like I said, I just did this, and I'm pretty much packing it up for tonight. So now, one of the things I've seen and is that this here, I cut out the doors for this and I put it back into the cab, and I noticed that the floor doesn't come all the way to the edge of the doors, so I may end up just building a whole interior from scratch. The only thing I may end up keeping is just the very front of this, where you see where the pedals are glued on, so that way I have a point where I can glue the dashboard on. So I'm thinking I might have to do that. I have thin sheets of wood that I was going to use for the floor anyway, so I'll probably end up using that for the floor, and I'm going to probably use red paint to make that look like red stained wood and gloss coat it. Anyway, this is going to be a shorter video because I've only gotten this much done, and I just wanted to update you on what has been done. As far as the lug nuts go, the way I did it is I used my Dremel tool, and I just wanted to let everybody know that when you're doing the backs of those lug nuts, if you ever plan on doing them, just be careful when you're drilling the backs of them. If you're going to do them by hand, it's going to take a lot of time, but I used a Dremel tool and very carefully drilled out the backs of them. I did catch my finger a little bit, so if there's anybody out there that considers doing it that way, just be very careful. So that's it for today, and I'll be making another video again in a month and showing what's done on the cab. Until then, enjoy your builds, and I'll see you in a while. Bye for now.